At present, we recruit for a number of accountancy practices. Before candidates come along, what would you like to see them do in terms of their research on the firms that we deal with?
Yep, so the SWAT UK website is a great start in terms of looking at the firms we recruit for, and there's lots of information on there. So you'll see on our website that for every firm that we recruit for, there is a firm profile. So this will include information about kind of what sectors and specialisms they offer, where they're based, the number of partners in each firm, how big the firm is in general. So that's obviously a really good place to start. Another piece of information that I think is really helpful to candidates is the graduate stories that are available online, both on the SWAT UK website and the firm's websites as well. So these are actual graduates that have been through our recruitment process, have done the ACA exams or are still doing the ACA exams at present. And then just talking about kind of their journey through the ACA, if you like, and how they found it, the challenges, and obviously the benefits of doing the ACA as well through the firms that they're a part of.
I've seen some of the guys on there are actually partners now.
Yes, that's correct. A good number of them actually from certain firms have reached that level, which is fantastic, obviously for them and fantastic for us. So yeah, that's really positive.
The firms themselves. We recruit for mainly in London, but do we have any clients that are just outside of London or in the UK?
Yeah, we do. Some of our firms have a London base, but also have a base just outside of the London area. So areas like Guildford and Watford are actually other areas that we cover, and the rest of our firms are pretty much in the M25 area. The other thing I didn't mention previously, which I guess is a standard, but it's just to draw people's attention to it, is about looking at the firm's websites for when they're looking at what firms to pick and kind of who they'd be interested in. Some of the firms have got really fantastic websites and information available on there. So videos, a bit like what we're doing right now, is available on there as well. So obviously have a look at that. Graduate fairs is also something that, as you know, myself and you attend. They're all around the UK at various different universities throughout various points of year. So that would be a good source of information. Come and see us at one of those.
The firms we recruit for are generally speaking small to medium-sized practices.
Yeah.
What would you say are the benefits for a candidate choosing one of our particular firms when you see the likes of the big four firms and other firms out there?
I think one of the biggest differences would be that real team feel and that real support that the students say they get from the smaller sized firms. I think also the students report that they get a lot of variety in the work that they do. They can see a task from start to finish rather than just doing one part of something. Also, you know, as you've mentioned, there really is room for career progression in these firms. So we have had students that joined us as a student and then have worked their way up to partner level, which is fantastic. Also, they get access to partners and those members of staff at that higher level, which I don't believe you would get in the larger firms.
And what sort of approach do the firms take to training?
They're very, very supportive. They're very hands-on. There is, I believe you're going to talk in another video about training contracts itself, but there is at least 6 monthly reviews that the person responsible for training will have with their students. And certainly we have lots of interaction with both the student and the firms throughout their ACA contract. So it really is a hands-on approach to the training.
Okay. There are a number of training providers in the UK for professional exam training. Can you tell us who we use or who SWAT UK use and its associated firms?
Yep, so our training provider for the ACA exam-based training is Kaplan Financial. So yeah, that's in regards to the students doing their exam training, that's who we are currently with. We have fantastic pass rates with Kaplan at the moment. We're actually on a 92% first-time pass rate for the firms that we recruit for. So we're very happy with that pass rate, and you know, I think that's a real selling point in terms of the structured pathway that SWAT UK offers. And
in a later video, we're going to talk a little bit more about the ACA training and the contracts and what the students can expect.
Yeah, you know, for those looking at other firms, it will vary from firm to firm. SWAT UK does have a very specific way of doing things, which we're going to cover in a later video. But it is a structured pathway that has got the buy-in of obviously both Kaplan and the firms. So we'll detail that in the next video.
Great.